Okay, so this is how we apply nail caps to our cat Ivan. First, he already has them on, so what we're going to do is we're going to check to see if any of them are long and sharp and need to be cut. His front ones aren't too bad, but he's got kind of a sharp one right here. That's too long. This one right here. So, have our clippers. It's got the safety. So you want to clip it. You don't want to go too close to the quick because you want them shorter so they'll stay longer, because once they get long enough, the cap will fall off. So down here I already have, he needs 9 little nail caps. We do front and back. You can just choose to just do front, but we prefer that. Instead of using the really messy little tube of glues and they look like this, and these little pink things that get all over your fingers, talked to the vet and he was fine with us using just Loctite super glue gel glue. Since it has a closable tip, it's a lot less messy. I kind of got to the point I just do one at a time. I fill it enough so I can see just the beginning of the glue. If you overfill it, it'll come out and then it'll get on his fur and it'll rip his fur out. So I have a glue cap. I use my thumb to press out his nail and I gently put it around and then I squeeze and leave it alone. So I'll continue the process. Once we're done, we'll set a timer for 10 minutes. Ivan, we can kind of get away with shorter, but to start with, it's better to go longer to make sure they get a good seat. If you do it and you notice they're all off the next day, you didn't use enough glue. I still, every once in a while, have that happen. Oh, this isn't a good one. So, try it again. I have a couple that I kind of soaked in acetone and cleaned out. Sometimes you can do that, sometimes you can't. But when I first started, I was able to reuse a lot of them. Oh, put a little bit too much glue. So I use an empty one, and I just kind of scoop it off. That way I won't pull on his hair too much. He's pretty used to it. He doesn't really try to fight. Definitely recommend lots of treats, especially when he first started doing it. He'll always get a treat at the end once I release him after the timer's been up. He'll still squirm. It's not his favorite thing, but he's never chewed them off. Aw, sorry kitty. But they work well for what we need. I do recommend doing the back ones when they're little because they will climb up you if you don't. I've had very little issues with him. He'll be 4 in March, so he's like 3.5. He's never really learned to climb furniture. He's never really clawed anything up. The only thing he really does is knead. So when he has a missing cap, that can hurt the carpet. But in general, he just kind of never got into destroying things with his nails because we've always had the caps. I can buy I've gotten 200. I'm still on a pack of 200 from over a year ago. That was like $10 from China on eBay. Comes in, and I have 3 packs of 20 left, so we'll have those for quite a while. And occasionally I'll keep the ones that fall off and reuse them. It's funny, he usually doesn't make this much noise, but in setting it for the video, I've had him sit here longer than normal. I check about once a week. If my rule now that he's older is if he has more than 5 on the front missing, I'll redo all of them. If he only has 1 or 2 or 3 on the front missing, the back I don't mind as much, but I'll just trim if he's just missing a couple. And the older he gets, the longer they last. It's probably just that I'm getting better at putting them on. Okay, only one more. He's got one that's you can see it's broken. It'll grow off soon. You can see the outside coming off. But I definitely recommend this glue. So much easier than using little things. Even with the gloves, everything gets stuck together. Didn't know you were such a ham, Ivan. Okay. So now I'll set my timer. And then once it's up, I'll put him down, and then the glue should hold and he'll have all of his caps. So good luck.